Hi, I'm Irene the Queen, and today I'm going to show you how to do my favorite Christmas face. This is my favorite Christmas look. I've already worn it for our office Christmas party. We're going to a Christmas concert tonight and I'm wearing it for that. This is a look that you can also switch up for New Year's. I will probably wear it on a New Year's party, only using probably gold iridescent glitter or gold holographic glitter instead of silver kind of chill Christmas glitter, you know, because the glitter is in the levels. So New Year's, I'll probably be a little crazier, or you can get like the purple and the blue glitter, or you can do red and green glitter, whatever you want, but I wanted my lip to be a little brighter, so I went with the more subdued gold glitter, you know, to be an adult and more mature. First, let's get some of this hair out of my eyeball. I'm using the NYX matte blotting paper, and I'm going to just blot over my nose because honestly it's halfway through the day and my lotion was starting to make me a little greasy. Then I'm going in with the Tarte Amazonian Clay BB Tinted Moisturizer as my primer, and I'm just putting that on a flat palette that I have, and then I'm going to apply it with this Eco Tools brush. I think that I've worn off the handle, so I don't know what it is, but it looks like this. Putting a little extra on my forehead because I'm feeling real dry and real wrinkly today. Now I'm going in with Tarte's Creamy Powder Foundation in the shade Light Neutral and my favorite kabuki brush. Next, I'm using the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. I want to say it's called Maracuja, but I don't know, so I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't say it. This is the shade Fairly Light Neutral, and I'm gonna put it on my under eye with my finger. I've already put some on my palette, so I'm just gonna grab that and get started. I'm gonna try not to flip you off, but I just really like to use my middle finger to apply this. So if I do, sorry! Then I almost always have a towel or paper towel on my lap or very nearby so that I can wipe the excess off. And then I'm lightly brushing it down with the same brush that I used the tinted moisturizer with. Now I'm going to throw some setting powder over that and then just let that chill for a bit. The setting powder I'm using is also from Tarte. It is their Smooth Operator. And I'm using this unicorn brush that I got from Ross. I don't even know if it has a brand, it's just knock off something. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw that all over my face while I'm here. Next, I'm going in with the Naked Basics palette from Urban Decay. And I'm gonna use the shade Foxy, which is this one right here, and put it just from my crease to my eyebrow. Then I'm taking the shade WOS, which is this pinkish shade, and I'm gonna put that underneath my under eye. Now, for the real exciting part. I'm gonna spray a little Max Fix Plus before I move on to the next part actually, because I've learned the hard way that if you spray this after the next part, you get eyelid creases and they're disgusting. I'm gonna let that set for a second or two. Now I'm taking Starlit Liquid, which is this. It is from Makeup Forever. I'm gonna put this on my eyelids like an eyeshadow. I think it's a whatever you want it to be. Actually, I think it was made to be a highlighter, but once it dries, so do not put this on both eyelids and then rub it in. Do one eyelid at a time. And move fairly quickly when you rub it in, otherwise it'll just be stuck where you put it, and it doesn't like spread out nicely with its own brush. You definitely have to work it yourself. And then let that dry for a second or two. And this stuff, since it is so liquid and has such a strange drying period, this stuff really does crease weirdly if you put setting spray over it. So definitely do your setting spray first. and then pat to spread instead of swipe. Otherwise, you'll just swipe all the glitter away. So I'm gonna let that dry for just a second or two and then put a second coat. You don't really have to worry about fallout though when you do this because it's just, I mean, it falls a little bit, but it's not like a powdered foundation where it's just gonna fall everywhere. Give that a couple more seconds to dry, and then we're gonna throw one more thing over top of your eyes, and then your eyeshadow side will be done. While that's drying, I'm gonna throw in a little bit of contour on my cheekbones. Just a little. I want this to be more on the natural side because my eyeballs are gonna be full of glitter. That was with the Tarteist Pro Glow palette. I used this bottom shade called Sculpt, the powder one, because I feel like on me the liquid gets too heavy and then I look a little scary. Now I'm throwing in just a pinch of NARS. This is the shade Liberty in a blush with this brush called Complexion from It Brushes. I love It Brushes, they're so soft. I'm keeping this pretty light too. I want a little bit of color, but I don't want my cheeks to be too crazy for now. We'll keep the colors fairly soft. I also like to hold my brush, see how it's like longer and then flatter like that instead of like that. I like to hold it with my cheekbone, and then I like to very lightly like not touch your skin and then slowly work your way into your skin. That way you're getting the lightest sweep and you don't really get a bam, here's where it starts and then keeps going. You can always add more, but it's really hard to take off. Maybe a little more. Yeah, I like that. Then I'm going in with Urban Decay Naked Illuminated. This is the shade called Lit. And I am using this fluffy brush. It's an ELF small taper brush. And I'm just gonna swirl around, let the glitter fall where it may in the air, and then swipe this right about here and then mask it up over my eye so that you're almost creating an arrow pointing to your hairline, and that will really frame your eyes, and you won't really be able to see that there's a frame against your eyes, but it will just naturally draw people to here. Then I'm going to go back into the Pro Glow palette. I think I'm gonna go with the color Strobe, which is this top light one. Swipe that same brush, I did wipe it off a little on the towel, and then just pack that on. This one I'm pressing pretty firmly because I really want the glitter to stick to my face. Yay! I'm gonna put the faintest little swipe down the center of my face, a little on my chin, and then a little extra above my lip. Then just swipe the remnants in a V shape from your unibrow, which you probably don't have a unibrow, but I definitely do have a unibrow. I need to wax it. The brushes that I'm using for my eyeshadow are these little like dual-sided ones. I think they're Eco Tools. Ooh, shoot. And I got them from Ulta. Right now, I am going to take from the Urban Decay Vice palette this color called Smog right there, which is like a golden brown. And I'm gonna windshield wiper that in the crease, just because that glitter we used, sometimes the line can get a little harsh. And I like my eyes to have a little bit more depth, so just giving it some more dimension. And then kind of cap it a little bit underneath. Now I'm gonna fill in my eyebrows a little bit, a lot of it actually. Who am I kidding? I have like the teeniest, tiniest table over here. I'm surprised I haven't knocked everything off of it yet. Oh, this is the Eye Lure Dark Brown Pencil, number 10. I got it at Ulta. To highlight my eyebrow, I'm going to use the Naked Basics palette again, and this far shade called Venus. For eyeliner, I'm using the Tarteist dual-ended pencil. I'm going to be using both ends of it, so I think I'm going to do the bottom first with the pencil side. And I'm going to do the outer corner and stop about halfway through. Then I'm gonna take the pen side, the felt tip side, and wing it out. My camera overheated halfway through that other one, so I gave it a minute to cool off. Now I'm gonna try to show you the other side and hopefully it stays going. I really have no tips for winged eyeliner other than practice makes perfect, and you're gonna get like 35 billion terrible looking cat eyes until you just get used to how hard to push and where to swipe and when to twist from this way to this way, and it's a whole thing. And I still have terrible ones sometimes, but definitely a learning process. And then I'm gonna cap it down into the bottom just a little bit. Now to the lips. I'm gonna use the NYX lip liner in dark red. Probably should have also made sure there was no chipotle left in my teeth, but oh well. This is one of my favorite lip glosses. It is the NYX Intense Butter Gloss. It is the shade Cranberry Pie, and honestly, it rubs off so easily that it's kind of annoying. But the color is beautiful, so I'm gonna use it and just keep doing mirror checks all night. And I know the lip liner doesn't really match, but my lips always, the color always ends up bleeding into my skin, so the lip liner for me is just product control. So I end up just going over it and kind of blending the two together. I love Christmas. It's a good excuse to always wear red lipstick. And also, now that my eyeliner has dried a little bit more, I'm gonna throw on some mascara. So I'm going to use the Tarte mascara. It looks like this. Oh, well, that's me. There we go. Throw that over my eyelashes, and then I am done because I am too lazy to put on fake eyelashes today. I'm 99% of the time, 97% of the time, too lazy to put on fake eyelashes. And because it's impossible for me to just use one mascara ever, anytime, I'm going in with the Lancome It's a Little Sample Guy. Their new one, the color is big is the new black, and I love it, so I'm just gonna throw this on. I feel like the Tarte brush separates really well, but this one really thickens them up. But sometimes this by itself can get clumpy, so I like Tarte to separate my lashes and then I clump them up. Thank you so much for watching my Christmas makeup video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit thumbs up. And if you enjoyed watching me today, please hit the subscribe button. It's gonna either pop up here or somewhere down below. I don't know where it's at, I get confused. And I will be around for some more tutorials or something later.